Hello again, everyone. The purpose of this lesson is to help you manage your scenes. I got several emails saying that you couldn't get your movie to play from, say, scene 1 to scene 2 to scene 3. It would maybe stop at scene 1 and it wouldn't continue on to the next scene. So let's figure out how to solve that problem. We're going to be working with Flash ActionScript 2.0. Remember, 3.0 is for some more complex projects and requires you to define classes and a lot more legwork. So we don't need that for what we're doing right now. So let's go to 2.0 here. And from here, what I want to do is set up several scenes. So maybe at scene 1, I'm going to make a ball tween, and I'll try to do this very quick here. So I'm just going to create a quick ball, and let's tween it. So you can just sit back and watch this part. Let's convert that to a symbol, and I'll call it graphic ball rolling, or ball. Let's call it ball. Okay, so here's my ball, and I'm just going to set up a quick tween here. Move it across and create a classic tween. So there we have that. And then I'm going to create another scene here. So we're going to go to Insert, Scene. And I'm going to take that graphic ball and maybe make it go up instead of left and right. F6 and move it up. There we go. And create a classic tween there. And then I'll make a third scene. Insert, Scene. And we're at scene 3, and maybe I'll make it go on a diagonal line this time. So from here to here. So the thing about Flash is that it usually automatically will go from the first scene to the second scene to the third scene, usually. But we can force it to do it as well in the action script. So I'm going to kind of explain some of the things here first. The first thing is, right up here in this edit scene, you can see you can go back and forth between your scenes. You can also rename your scenes and reposition them. Right now it's going to play scene 1, then scene 2, then scene 3. But what if I want to rename the scenes, or what if I want to change the order of the scenes? Maybe I want the ball that's going on the diagonal to play first. So what you would do is you would go to Window, and you would go to Other Panels and Scenes. And I bet you this will solve a lot of your problems right off the bat. So I'm going to rename all these. So I'm going to say this horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. And so right now, if I just play the movie on its own, it should play all the way through. Let's see. There's diagonal, vertical, and or that was diagonal. Oops. Horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. So if I move diagonal to be first, then let's see what happens. Diagonal plays first. There we go. So that it automatically goes from one scene to another. If you end up having trouble, let's say for example, if I type in a stop action here, or at the end of this I type a stop action, well then it's not going to go to the next scene because I told it to stop right here. So right now diagonal is the first scene. It's going to play diagonal first. And if I was to accidentally or purposefully create a new layer here, let's call it actions, and I make a keyframe at the end, and in my actions window I type in stop, well then it's not going to go on to the second scene. It'll just stay there because I told it to. It'll do what I said. So you have to be mindful. If you're putting stop actions there, it's going to stop the action. Let's take that away. You'd have to, if you do put a stop action because you want it to wait there, you'd have to include a button that would have it go to the next scene when they push the button. And I have a video explaining that as well. So the other thing is, if you want to type in, let's say I want it to, just for argument's sake, like I said, it's going to play, it's the easiest thing is just to sort these here and it'll play it in order of whatever I have here. But let's say I wanted to use code to tell it to go from here to vertical to horizontal. So it goes from 1 to 3 to 2. So I can do that. I just have to open up my actions. Let's see here, actions. And I would type in on the frame, at the end of the frame for my actions layer here, I would type in, when you get here, right here, you're going to go to, and there's no on press, right, because there's no button, so you're just going to tell it what to do. At this frame, go to and play. We don't want it to stop there, because otherwise it'll just stop at that first frame. Go to and play, open parentheses, and we'll say, I kind of forgot what it was, vertical. So go to and play in quotation marks, vertical. It is case sensitive, so make sure you type it exactly the same. If it doesn't work, you probably misspelled it. Comma, and then 1, frame 1. And then in the vertical one, oh, let's put a semicolon there. And then in the vertical one, when it goes and plays this, goes to play this one, I would do the same thing. Make a new layer, actions, and over here I would make a keyframe, F6, and open up my actions. And I would type in go to and play, and I type in the scene horizontal in quotation marks, horizontal, comma, oop, I forgot my quotation there, 1. So let's see if it works. If I play it right now, there it goes horizontal, and then it should go to vertical, and then horizontal. I'm getting my names mixed up. Diagonal, horizontal, diagonal, vertical, and horizontal. So that works too, but that's kind of silly to do that. The easier way would have been to just reorganize these guys here. But just so you know, you can do it that way too. So hopefully I answered any questions you might have with regards to how to work with scenes and manage your scenes. Beyond that, if you still have trouble, just email me and send me a copy of your file, and I'll be able to help you out one-on-one from there. Have a great day, and hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.